When you hear a scary growl and a scream in the night, it's time for Famous Monster Fighter! Episode 23, Wendigo.
Hey Fear fans! Most people this time of year are worried about what Santa is going to bring them. At this time of year, I'm worried about what monsters could be out there. For example, winter is Wendigo season, and I'd rather fight a werewolf than a dirty, rotten Wendigo. When the Wendigo was sighted in the forests of Canada, I had to get my passport back out.
One day during Christmas vacation, both my mom and my dad had to go to work, so I got to spend the day with my grandmother. But to get to my grandma's house, I had to take a trail through the woods. I told my mom that I felt like Little Red Riding Hood, but she told me that there was no such thing as big bad wolves in the forest.
There are no big bad wolves in these woods.
I should have told her that there were much worse things. I was about halfway to my grandma's house when I smelled a terrible smell. I remembered the stories that the old sourdoughs used to tell about the Wendigo.
The Wendigo smells like rotten meat.
I got a cold feeling in my stomach like something bad was about to happen. Then I heard my mom's voice.
Holly, Holly, it's Mommy. Holly, 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 it's Mommy.
The Wendigo baits his prey by mimicking human voices calling for help. Sometimes even people they know.
Holly, Holly, help me! Help me, I'm hurt, Holly, help me!
I didn't trust it, so I started running. And that was when the Wendigo attacked. I ran for my life, with the Wendigo hot on my trail. Fortunately, my mom had sent a cell phone with me in case of emergencies. This felt like a pretty big emergency, so I called the Famous Monster Fighter.
I remember hearing about the Wendigo from an old backwoodsman.
The Algonquin people believe that the Wendigo is the evil spirit of greed and surrounds us all the time. If we become too greedy, it inhabits our hearts and freezes us. And we do terrible things and become horrible monsters. The one in this woods is thought to be a lost hunter who, due to starvation, was forced to eat human flesh. It turned him into a man-eating, crazed ogre, searching for his next victim.
As soon as I got there, I sent Holly running to her grandma's. This is not a fight I wanted her to witness. Since the Wendigo is a creature out of the Native American legend, I thought it might be the best to fight him with a traditional native weapon. That turned out to be a terrible idea. Wendigos have mad skills. Fortunately, I had backup, since the primary weakness of Wendigo is its frozen heart. Fire might be the best weapon when it came to battling him. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough time to build the fire. Fortunately, I remembered to bring my extra large magnifying glass. Ha! As anyone who's ever experimented with a magnifying glass knows that sunlight focused through magnifying glasses can actually start a fire. I focused the sunbeam right where his heart should be. It must have melted because in no time, that was the end of the Wendigo.
Happy holidays, Famous Monster Fighter!
This Christmas, I hope you don't have to worry about Wendigos, Krampus, monstrous snowmen, or the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. And if you do, just remember to call me. And remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And until then, see ya!
In this episode, the famous monster fighter melts the heart of a Wendigo by starting a fire with a magnifying glass. Playing with anything that can start a fire is very dangerous. Don't ever play with matches, lighters, or anything else that can start a fire.
And remember, the famous monster fighter is out there, so you don't have to sleep with your light on.